Good day, everyone. We will discuss on DBCC show underscore statistics with histogram in this video. Let's get started. I'll be using JBS Wiki database for this demo also. I'm going to drop a table called table 1 and then insert close to 200,000 rows into this table 1 using a select star into from the backup table of table 1. So, and then I'll be creating a cluster index on column 1. So once this is completed, what I'll do is I will execute this particular select query. That is basically going to return no rows. And then what I'll do is I will update the statistics for this table 1 table with full scan. So once this is done, let me check the available statistics on this. And what I'm able to see is I have an auto created statistics that is created because of this select query on. Since we have a predicate of column 5, it has created the statistics on column 5. So let me pick that up and execute the DBCC show statistics command with histogram command. So if we see here, we have several values here. We'll go one by one. So the range high key that we are seeing here is actually the value from your column 5 column on the table 1. So on any histogram, the maximum steps that you can have is not more than 200. It can be less, but can't be more than 200. So range high key is basically the upper bound column value for a step. And range rows is a number of rows with a value falling within a histogram step, excluding the upper bound value. For example, since this is the first range high key, we have a value of 0 because there are no other range high key values before this. If you look at this particular column, what we are basically understanding is there are close to 688 rows between this and this range high key, excluding the upper bound value. So that is what is range rows is concerned. As far as the EQ rows is concerned, it is basically the number of rows whose value equals the range high key. So for example, it basically what it means is we have 2 rows with a value, with a column 5 value of this particular range high key. And again, for this one, what we are able to see is we have 4 rows with this exact value on that particular column 5 on the table 1. So now moving on, let's discuss on distinct range rows. It is a number of rows with a distinct column value within an histogram step, excluding the upper bound value. So what does this mean? So we have these two range high key. So it basically tells us there are close to 343 distinct values between this and this range high key, excluding the upper bound value, and that is same for each and every rows here. So for example, if we take this one, it basically tells there are close to 694 distinct value between this and this range high key, excluding the upper bound value here. So that is what the distinct range rows are concerned. Average range rows basically means it is an average number of rows with duplicate column values within an histogram step, excluding the upper bound. So it basically, what it basically tells us is this is the number of rows that we have between these two range high keys, including the duplicate value. It is basically all the rows that is present between this range high key and this range high key. So that is what it implies here. Moving on, let me create a multi-column stats. I'm going to create a multi-column stats on table 1 for column 1 and column 2. Once this is completed, let me execute the same command DBCC show statistics. I'm mentioning the table 1 and then the multi-column stats with the histogram command, and let me execute that. Now the question would arise as far as the histogram is concerned, what would be the value as far as the range high key is concerned will be used, whether it will be column 1, column 2, or both. So let's execute and see that. And if we see here, what happens is as far as any multi-column statistics is concerned, range high key is always based on the leftmost column. So even if you have 10 columns, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, it is going to be the leftmost column that will always be used in the range high key value. Let me drop the statistics. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.